Alright, let's do a little bit more Age of Extinction. Remember that? You know, when obsessing over Transformers is like your main thing and it becomes standard procedure to just order all the serious ones off of obscure websites, you tend to forget that almost everybody on Earth saw the last movie, and a lot of folks just buy their toys from Tesco's, and that becomes like the common perception of what Transformers are. And then you look at the reviews on like Argos and Amazon and they're all like, Little Billy broke it out for like 5 minutes. Little Jimmy couldn't figure it out, and then he broke it, and then he cried and crapped his pants.
Little Bobby couldn't figure out how to crap his pants.
And you're like, oh yeah, kids do toys, don't they? And you begin to see why some of the movie toys didn't go down too well with anybody under about 23. With like these epic instructions and bits so fiddly they almost didn't exist. Like, I still can't figure out Battleblade Bumblebee. So it starts to make sense why those upscaled Legion Beast Hunter guys showed up, and why the TF4 toy charge was led by that thing that looked like Novelty Bubble Bath. So let's today have a dive into the murky mass appeal mire with a critical squint at Crosshairs. Now this guy's part of what seems to be the only wave on general release that's not a Toys R Us exclusive and that still actually kind of look like Transformers, and apparently the line's called Power Battlers. So great job on not telling me that, Box. Thanks a lot, Box. I wanted to at least get a version of Crosshairs because I liked him in the movie. You know, with his cool green and black outfit and his freaky metal face like that one guy from Flash Gordon, and John DiMaggio trying to talk like a British man. But I don't remember the part where he was a gross little snot goblin with a wasting disease. Oh, look at this freak. He looks alright, Stinky Minger. Sminker? I mean, Christ. He's got like an engine block for a tummy with an extremely obvious drip tray where his head nestles in between his conspicuous A-cups. Obnoxious bright green camel toe. This gigantic all-encompassing two-tier butt flap, which I guess could pass for a representation of his coat if you allow for some artistic license. Hopelessly hollow and twiglety unposable legs, and just the most unbalanced arms since friggin' Scary Movie 2. I mean, this one's basically a strip of plastic with an arm sort of scribbled on the inside, and this one's just a nightmare. Tiny little fist in there with nothing to hold, and then it just goes to crap all around the back like a goddamn kibble repository. I mean, Christ, it's no wonder these things shelf warm so hard. However, wait till you see this. Grasp him by the nethers, give him a hefty jerk, and look what comes springing out! Yes, indeed, Little Crosshairs just happens to be packing one of the most extreme punch gimmicks I've ever seen. Check it out, the arm reaches at least the entire height of the figure. It's got this comical secondary giant fist sculpted in there. I mean, when you look at some of the other punch gimmicks we've had blurted at us in the past, Jesus, I'm sure you'll agree, that is bananas. Just a shame it came at the cost of looking any good. Worth it. Transformation takes about 8 seconds, as you'd expect from a simplified guy. Simpler guy? And I guess that's fair enough when you're aiming at the lowest age bracket ever. And shock of all shocks, the vehicle mode's actually damn near perfect. Guess it shouldn't be a shock anymore that a movie toy gets vehicle mode priority, seeing as that's where all the backing comes from. So it's a pretty spot-on representation of a 2014 Chevrolet C7 Corvette Stingray. Looks swish enough, it rolls alright, passable detail and a snazzy enough paint job. Pretty much stands up against a lot of the other deluxe Autobots. And that's great and all, I mean, good for you, but given that the rest of it's so bloody shonky, it just doesn't seem fair. So this whole power battler thing's a bit of a weird one. I mean, I don't really like it, but it's not for me. Look at some of the robots that were about when I was 5. Crankcase, Road Grabber, Flame Feather. They were daft looking bots that only existed because of a gimmick, but it didn't matter. So if 5-year-old Thew can love this, then 5-year-old somebody is gonna love this. It just drives me crackers that in the UK we basically got these instead of the good ones. Where's my Voyager Hound? Oh right, he's in Minneapolis. So if I've learned anything, it's that if you've got kids, you can probably do better for 13 quid. But if you've got no kids and no local Toys R Us, then you've got no chance. Hooray!